Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Listen, can you imagine a situation with the Royal Mail where you post something to them and it's never delivered? First class, second class. You've seen the expense now of, actually sending something the old traditional way by mail. Could you imagine something as important as, say, election material? You give thousands of your leaflets to the Royal Mail and trust them to deliver them, an obligation by which they have to uphold, only to find out later there's boxes of your leaflets stuffed under a desk with a note on the top saying, "Do not deliver." Yes, this stuff happens. Well, I was sent an email about a cover up with the Royal Mail. And it's very, very telling. And I want to go through that letter with you now that I was sent on that email. Now, this was sent by Mike Martin, who is the Member of Parliament for Tunbridge Wells. And it was sent to Alistair Cochrane, the interim Chief Executive Officer of the Royal Mail Group. Interim Chief Executive Officer. So there was a Chief Executive Officer. There isn't anymore. There's an interim chief executive officer. I could tell you a story there too. So let's have a look at this, shall we? Dear Mr. Cochrane, with reference to allegations of performance cover-ups at Royal Mail's Tunbridge depot, I am appalled to have learnt from an ITV report today of damning allegations of a cover-up at Royal Mail's Tunbridge depot in an attempt to obfuscate, I can never say that word, the true scale of its poor performance. As you will be aware, the TM postal code is one of the worst performing regions in the country for Royal Mail. I'm writing to ask that you step in and launch an immediate and independent investigation into these allegations so that we can get to the truth quickly. Public confidence in your delivery service in the TM postal area has collapsed over the last year, and these fresh allegations will only amplify the level of distrust and outrage with the postal service in our communities. Two former employees at the Tunbridge depot allege that undelivered letters were hidden on inspection days, either at the depot or in vans that were driven around the M25 until the inspectors had left. The allegations further claim that the depot leaves letters behind to collect dust because of a financial incentive to prioritise parcel deliveries. This is something that we've heard before. I recently launched a survey to find out the extent of postal delays in Tunbridge Wells in the last year, and the results shocked me. 94% of respondents experienced postal delays and 30% missed appointments or deadlines as a result. 65% had waited 2 weeks or more for post to arrive. The medical and financial harm this has caused my constituents cannot be understated. I've heard from residents who have missed critical operations and medical appointments. Others have missed credit card bills, fines, and have had their house sales delayed. These fresh allegations insinuate that delays are not an unfortunate consequence of a struggling service provider, but the result of an intentional act of commercial sabotage taken by the leadership at the Tunbridge depot. I look forward to your urgent response to this matter. Mike Martin, Member of Parliament for Tunbridge Wells. Driving letters that should be with people round the M25 in the back of a delivery truck to deliberately disguise, to deliberately hide how crap your service is. Stuff gathering dust in the corner as if it doesn't matter. In another area, totally, the aforementioned election leaflets, which were never delivered, only to be left under a desk with a sign saying, "Don't touch these." These are all things that appear to be happening in the Royal Mail on a regular basis. And one of the things as well I've heard previously that they are prioritising parcel deliveries over normal everyday letters. And you get the delays, you get the problems. And as this MP quite rightly said, What if a fine was on the way and you had to deal with the situation? What if you were waiting for a doctor's appointment? You had to deal with the situation. What if you were selling your house and you had to deal with the situation? I could sit here all day and roll off thing after thing after thing after thing. And at the end of the day, we need a reliable postal service, which we quite simply do not have. And we've not had for a large amount of time, a very large amount of time. It is an utter disgrace. Will it stop? Probably not, because when you talk about privatization and, companies like this that should be acting in the public interest, having shareholders, big bucks, it's a problem. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be along in a short while with another video. Please, as always, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share me on your social media, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.